Hi, everybody. I'm Peter Stewart, and welcome to I Have Music in Me. Today, oh boy, are we really going to rock the socks off of this studio, because we are going to have bagpipers in this studio. First time ever. That's right. And also dancers. We have for you Dick Chain, who plays the bagpipes, and we have Ann Capillo and Lisa, and they dance beautifully to the Highland Fling. I'm telling you, folks, we have a great show today. They have music in them, and they want to show it with you. So please, enjoy the show. I Have Music in Me. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to I Have Music in Me. I'm your host, Andy Friedman, and okay, we have something very special for you today, and I'm very excited to introduce you to Lisa Hollis.
Hello.
Dick Chain.
Hello.
And Ann Capillo.
Hello.
And they are going to be performing some very special bagpipes music for you today and some dancing, and it is called, what kind of dancing is it called?
It's called the Highland Fling.
The Highland Fling. How can you not be happy about that? How can you not love that, right? Okay, so the first thing I want to ask you is, how did you get involved in this?
So funny you should ask. Well, Ann and I both grew up in Gloucester. Mm-hmm. And my brothers joined this bagpipe band, and I would have to go along for the ride every Saturday morning and Monday evening. And whatever they would do, I would want to do, so I joined. And actually, Ann's father was the manager, and Ann was in it too. And it was the St. Peter's Bagpipe Band out of Gloucester, but Ann probably can tell you a lot more.
Yeah, it was for the kids, the neighborhood kids, and our church. We'd all belonged to the church. They started it, and like she said, my father managed it, and all my brothers, my sister, everyone had been in the band. So of course, I was being the baby, had to join in when it was my turn.
So this was going on in your home all the time, and it was just part of the.
All the kids, it was the thing to be in St. Peter's Bagpipe Band, and lo and behold, all these years later, her and I are back in it again, and we love it. Thanks.
And there was a fellow, not unlike Dick, who was the pipe major, and his name was Larry Worth.
Larry Worth, yeah.
And who was a friend of Dick's, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Larry's wife actually taught us to dance.
Yep, Yvonne Worth taught us to dance when we were 9, 10, 12. We were young.
You guys were always dancers. It's like a whole group with dancers.
Yes, it was a bagpipe band with a few of us girls danced.
Just for show. It
was for show. Yeah. So did you didn't play pipes yourself, or you did?
Oh, we did.
Oh, we did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
and they
we
just said,
did.
Okay,
we did it all.
Yeah. How would you like to dance?
Yeah.
And so now you rather dance or you just mix it up?
Play.
You'd rather play.
Well, we made the mistake of telling him that we dance. So here we are.
It's the whole thing.
We love it.
And Dick, how did you get involved, or how did you get this started?
My mother made the mistake when I was 16 of bringing me to Boston Garden to see the Black Watch.
Oh,
and I was hooked.
What's the Black Watch? Tell me about that.
Black Watch is the Royal Highland Regiment.
Oh.
The 42nd Royal Highlanders from Scotland, and they had their band and their bagpipe band. And
so they had other instruments too, but yeah.
Because I kind of grew up in it. I had a Gaelic-speaking grandmother, and and then I eventually joined a bagpipe band, of which Larry Worth, her teacher, was also the pipe major of our band.
Yeah.
That was in Beverly. And the United Shoe actually sponsored us back then. That goes back a few years. And so, and then our band started 10 years ago when the Signet in Beverly Farms, kind of an upscale restaurant.
Oh yeah, sure.
They opened, and the owner called me and asked me if I could put 4 or 5 pipers together to go around his float. He thought that would be a good idea. And I did, and a couple of the pipers spoke to me afterwards and said, let's start a band. Here we are.
And what's the name of your band? Do you have a name?
Craig and Moore.
Craig and Moore.
At Gallic, it means large rocks, kind of referring to the
The granite on
sea
Cape
bound- Yeah,
Ann.
the granite outcropping rock, the stern and rock-bound
Yeah.
coast of the
Yeah.
And it's called Craig and Moore?
Craig and Moore.
Craig and Moore.
Yeah.
Okay.
The English word Craig comes from that.
Right. And so when did so this is not the whole entire band.
No,
No,
This is
no,
subset.
it's many more of us.
And so when did you what year was that you formed, and were you ladies involved right away like that?
I
or-
came a few years later.
Okay.
The embryo was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And since then it's grown.
How many people in
We
the
got about 18 now. We
That's
have
really-
some people that drop in and drop out, but we're up 18. We practice right here in Beverly.
Oh, that's really, really fascinating. And where do you play?
Several places. Newfields, New Hampshire, Memorial Day, Beverly Farms, the infamous Beverly Farms
The
Parade.
infamous-
We play in that
Oh,
every
the
year.
infamous
It's one of our
Beverly
favorites.
Farms.
Oh, yeah.
Was that what, July 4th, on July 4th?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then in Rockport that night. But we played Glen-Urquhart graduation, Manchester High School graduation, Plaster, New Hampshire on those
Wherever if
days.
somebody calls, you go, basically.
Yeah, we, of course, these are jobs. This is what keeps us going.
Yeah.
You know, we get paid for these jobs, so.
So do you, what's your sort of most memorable occasion or gig that you've done? Or something funny that's happened, or
Rockport's really fun because it's
Yeah.
the end of the day at 6 o'clock at night.
Everybody's
Everyone has
everybody's all
already
psyched
been,
up.
everyone-
And, yeah,
It's
that's
July
a good one.
4th.
Yeah.
way to
yeah,
put it.
Yeah.
Being all psyched
Yeah.
up. Okay.
Yeah, it's a great parade.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
people come out.
Yeah.
They they're cheering, they're screaming, yelling. It's
Yeah.
the 4th of July and
And
the bonfire.
A couple years ago, it started with thunder and lightning, and
Yeah.
everyone was petrified.
Oh, I would be too.
And then it
yeah.
poured rain, but everybody
We were
stayed
soaked.
out, and
Yeah.
everybody just kept
Yeah.
cheering us on. And
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people dropped out, and we continued.
We continued
I think
on.
that impressed them.
Oh, yeah, so a lot of other floats or people dropped out, but you
Yeah.
guys
We
stuck
kept
it
on.
out. And did
Yeah.
it rain?
kilts kept
Did
us
it?
warm.
We were drenched. We were drenched right down to the skin.
Okay, well that's good because I want to ask
But-
you about your uniforms here. Do you want to tell me a little bit about your uniform and?
Well, Dick's
And the
probably the
kilt?
most knowledgeable
All right,
about it.
we can start with the general
Yes,
outfit,
right.
and then you can tell me about your specific.
Well, it's a traditional
sash.
Scottish kilt, which is 7.5 yards of 14-ounce wool
Very
in the tartan. The tartan we happen to be wearing today is McDonald Lot of the Isles. This is a kilt pin, which holds it in shape.
Keeps it
this
together.
keeps the wind from blowing it up, which is always a concern. Called a sporran, which means purse in Gaelic.
Different fancy.
This sexy red sash I have indicates that I'm the pipe major.
Oh,
He gives the orders.
okay. Yeah,
Not comfortable with it. But,
you're not comfortable wearing the crown, is that?
Well, we have someone else.
well,
that
we're
wears
supposed
the
to
crown.
hollow it out. We're supposed to be very military. By the right,
Yeah, yeah.
His wife Charlotte
His wife
is the
wears
pipe
the crown.
sergeant, so
Yeah.
she's the real boss.
She's more, yeah, she's the, okay, so now we know that. Now we have the scoop, okay. Yeah, and you have some accoutrements.
Oh, that's just from my Army days.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a veteran.
Did you play when you were in the Army, or?
No, I didn't.
No.
No.
Okay.
I was in Germany. Not much call for it there.
Not got much call for bagpipes in Germany? They don't appreciate it there?
Oh, I do, but
You know,
that's
Yeah.
about it. I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
The belt,
And
the epaulets.
we don't all wear the same kilt. Dick let everyone pick. If they had a family tartan
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever, you could pick your own. But we just happen to have all the same
Do you have
today.
your dagger?
Yeah, it's a major investment. It's about $450 for a good
Wow.
kilt.
Yeah.
So you don't want people to buy one for a band that they might leave in a couple of years, you know.
If they, and also if they have one already, then they might want to
Yeah.
use that. So, and the sock, anything special about the socks? They look. I
Yes.
don't, you can't see this on TV, but they're really
They're heavy.
really cute. They're very
Well, some of the guys will have. Do you call those daggers?
Yeah, the skin do.
oh, like a little
Traditionally,
knife,
a little knife is
kind
in
of
there,
thing.
yeah.
Oh,
Called a skiing do, which means
makes you look tougher when
Right.
you're wearing a skirt. Right? No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
very-
I'm joking,
We haven't earned
I'm
them yet.
joking.
We're gonna
Oh,
get
you
one.
work out. How do you earn one? I must know here. How do you earn? Like, do you have to
don't
be a
know.
certain rank or
no,
something?
no.
Just
You
have to
have
buy
to pay
one.
somebody
You have to buy
$40.
one.
The ladies should have one, just in case.
They're handy to have, though. It's amazing
Yeah.
how often you have to cut strings and things like
Oh.
that.
Right. So now tell me about playing the bagpipes. So how do you, It's a very unusual instrument. So it's not like it's one of these. It's not an instrument that you actually use your air to make the sound. You fill up a bag with air. Am I right with that?
You don't blow a bagpipe. You squeeze it.
You squeeze it. Yeah.
It's a lot of coordination. You know, it's the. I don't honestly. I tell everybody. I think if I started now, I don't think I'd be able to do it. I think because I started so young. And it's a tough thing to pick up.
Because of the coordinating all that.
It's a tough. I think it's tough. Yeah.
You have to keep a steady pressure. Otherwise, it'll go.
Yeah. You're coordinating a lot of things at once.
And then you have to march, and it takes a lot.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. That's very impressive.
And we have to memorize our music.
Right, because we don't have the.
Of course,
we have no
I never
music in
thought
front of
about
us.
No wire in front of us.
I'm learning so much today. Thank you. So tell me, I'm so excited to hear you play, by the way. I'm really excited. This is very exciting. Tell me about the song you're going to play, and if there's anything to know about the dance you're going to do as well, other than it's the Highland Fling. Is
the Highland Fling, yeah.
Love that name, yeah.
Okay. The song itself is the Marquis of Huntley.
Okay.
That's Marquis in French, Marquis of Huntley.
Gotcha.
And it is a 3-part dance tune. Part A is played 3 times, Part B twice, Part C twice. And then we play Part A again, slower as the dancers bow, and that's the end of it. Now you tell them about the dance. I don't know squat
You may know
about
more.
it.
Wait. The only thing I know is it done for hunting or?
Oh yeah, you'll see them put their hands up like that.
Yeah.
It's actually a
I now have to try.
a dance that came from a hunter. He killed a deer, and he started to dance around, and these are supposed to be the antlers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
So we'd hold our
interesting.
fingers like that.
Well, without further ado, let's get right to it. So I want to thank Lisa Hollis and Dick Chain and Ann Capillo for this wonderful interview, and let's hear them play and dance.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Wow, you guys, that was amazing. I am so impressed. I don't think I've really seen anything like that, up close and personal like
They are
that.
good. They are really good.
They're
Thank you.
really good.
Thank you.
To
You're
wake up
welcome.
and go to the Beverly
Yes.
4th of July parade.
Right, and yeah, the Beverly Beverly Farms 4th of July parade. Parade.
At 8 a.m.
It starts early on 4th of July, so if you want to see
We'll be there.
Craig and more,
Craig and more.
Craig and more.
One
you'll
word.
see him there. One word. And so thank you very much for coming.
You're very
More
welcome.
than welcome.
This has been I Have Music in Me, and I hope you enjoyed our show today as much as I did. Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Andy Friedman.